how many times have you guys had to grind in a game for hours on end just to maybe get the thing you actually wanted? It's a tool called extrinsic motivation. And game developers can use and abuse this tool in order to keep you playing even when you shouldn't. Now, I want to tell you how to tell the difference between games that respect your time and those that don't. And we're doing this right now. Welcome back. My name is Sam Shigoda and this is Via Gaming, a channel where I pull back the curtain of the gaming industry in order to help you understand why developers do what they do and why games are designed the way that they are. Today, we're talking about motivation, specifically extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. Now, extrinsic motivation is when you don't necessarily like doing something, but you're going to do it anyways because you like the outcome. Intrinsic is when you don't care about the outcome because you like doing the thing. So let's say you like animals. So you volunteer at a shelter. You don't get paid or anything. You simply find the act of interacting with animals fun. That is intrinsic motivation. Now, if you didn't like working with animals and you would rather get paid, well, that is extrinsic motivation because you'll still work with the animals, but only if you get paid at the end. That is the difference. So in terms of video games, think about the last mission you played. If you liked playing the mission itself, then just because it was fun, that's intrinsic. But if you liked getting the reward for doing the mission, that's extrinsic. So there's nothing inherently wrong with extrinsic value in a video game. However, you can really push it to some sinister limits. Like, let's take your average looter shooter. Not only do you do a mission that you hate over and over and over again, first of all, you have to get a drop. Then that drop's rarity is randomized, and then that drop's rarity item is randomized. You have to get lucky on so many fronts just to maybe get the thing you actually want. That game does not respect your time in any way, shape, or form. Now, if you like doing the mission and the reward is just a cherry on top, then go for it, have fun. But if you find that a game is not inherently fun in and of itself, it might be time to find something else to play. For myself, I've been playing a bit of Battlefront II recently. It was a free game on PlayStation Plus last month, I think, and my brothers all picked it up, so I was like, sure, why not? I'll play with you guys. Well, come to find out, I hate the way you unlock items in this game. The gameplay itself is pretty decently fun if you pick the right class. I like the heavy class, and the other ones just, I really couldn't care less about, which is kind of a bummer because that means I'm just sequestered to this small part of the game. But I still went through and unlocked items for all the other classes just because I was like, hey, I want to complete that class. I want to unlock all those things. And then I went through and I was like, oh my goodness, why am I having such a terrible time with this game? It's no fun at all. It's because it was all extrinsic motivations. There was nothing inherently fun about the game other than the heavy class for me. And not only is it super difficult to unlock items in this game, but when you do, you don't even get it immediately. You have to go back to the main menu and unlock it out of a loot box, and it plays the whole animation, the whole fanfare and everything, just to try to get you addicted to opening loot boxes. How scummy is that? Thanks, EA. So, no. I think I might be done with Battlefront 2 sometime soon. I swear, EA is just the king of Skinner boxes. If you don't know, a Skinner box is basically you put a rat in a box, it pulls a lever, it gets a treat. Now, they would raise the challenges to be like, you pull it 10 times, you get a treat. Oh, now you get shocked whenever you pull the lever, but you still get a treat eventually. And I swear, EA is the master at this because everybody still plays their games even though they're pulling the levers hundreds of times, getting electrocuted to death. Like, what the crap? And the reason people fall prey to these exploitative tactics is because they would rather do something that sucks than do nothing at all. There was a study done by the University of Virginia They told people to sit in a room for 15 minutes simply thinking. But if they desired, they could push a button and it would administer an electric shock to them. Lo and behold, 67% of men and 25% of women push the button to shock themselves, then sit for 15 minutes. People can't stand being bored. And game developers know this. They exploit that part of the brain to make sure that you keep playing. Once you fall prey to these tactics too, it's a simple hop, skip, and jump away to loot boxes. Your brain doesn't know the difference between rewards. All rewards are the same to your brain, so the one that you had to grind hours for is the same as one that you just have to pay a few bucks for. And that's why loot boxes are still a thing, because they work for developers. I swear, it is so exploitative. I hate it so much. Loot boxes are the worst. The worst. But the thing is, we're not rats in a box. We're not stuck in a lab, forced to shock ourselves. There's options out there. There's choices. There's plenty of games. Find one that respects your time, that doesn't exploit your brain. Play something you actually enjoy without needing a reward for playing it. Rainbow Six is a game that I used to play quite often, actually, and I hate the way the items are unlocked in that game. Sure, it's all customization and stuff. There's nothing like performance changing, but whenever you get a cosmetic, you have to open it through an alpha pack. It's like, just give me the item right now. I've already got it. I've already unlocked it. Just let me have it. But no, I got 30 stacks of alpha packs because I just don't open them because I can't be bothered to sit there and go, unzip, unzip, unzip. Like, I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not sorry. And some people think Rainbow Six's alpha pack system is good because it's all cosmetics. There's no performance changing things in it at all. But no. The thing is, you still get addicted to loot boxes through that system because your brain still gets the same dopamine rush. So you're more likely to open up loot boxes in other games and pay for those ones. It's a gateway. It's a gateway loot box system is what it is. I'm on to you, Rainbow Six Siege. You can't trick me. I have cracked it. Oh. Alright, I feel like I have ranted enough about loot boxes, so let's talk about the 7 different types of motivation. And basically, whether or not they're extrinsic or intrinsic varies based on how they're utilized. Action. Action is basically when you like the high-speed thrill of a game. It's high octane, it's Rocket League with exploding cars, it's first-person shooters with rockets, it's bombastic. Basically, it's the thrill that players enjoy. And there is social, which is about meeting new people and building a community and being competitive with each other, getting higher in the leaderboards and feeling like you're belonging to a group of people and having fun together. And then there is mastery, which is basically whenever you want to be the best, like Ash Ketchum with Pokemon. This is where you find a lot of speedrunners and professional level gamers. Achievement is where you'll find all of your completionists. This is whenever you want to do all of things, unlock all the unlockables, and collect all the collectibles. This is also where you find loot boxes, where if you want more stuff, well fine, we'll just give you guys more stuff if you just, pay a little bit more money. Gotta be careful with this one, guys. Immersion is where you find games that have deep lore and story building. This is games like Witcher and Mass Effect. People play these to get lost in these amazing, elaborate worlds that make you just feel like you're there. Lastly is creativity. These are games that are open and you can do whatever you wish, like Minecraft. There's no missions per se, but you can do whatever you want. The world is your oyster, now go have fun. Out of these 7 categories, I would say my top 3 are mastery, action, and achievement. I love games like Rocket League and The Last of Us multiplayer because they are round-based objectives where you just go in and if you lose, you go in again and you improve, You always try to be better. I love that. But I would say my worst category would be creativity because if there is an open world and no missions, I just feel lost. Even though I can do whatever I want, there's nothing I really want to do. There's no missions to guide me, to get me there. So I end up just wandering around the open world of Minecraft, asking everybody, hey, what are we doing? I get bored, What about you guys, though? What motivates you to play a game out of these 7, and which ones completely turn you off of a game? And what games do you find you gravitate towards because of these? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you guys say. Alright, that'll about wrap it up. Remember not to let game developers exploit your brain, alright? And find games that respect your time. And I will catch you next time here at Via Gaming.